Thank you, Minnie Pooh. It still doesn't say we're live, even though you press live. My phone will go ding, and it hasn't yet, but we're here, guys. It still hasn't said we're live. What's going on here? We're good. Greetings, greetings, all divine beings. It is Witchy Poo coming back to you with another video. And if you are feeling kind, please subscribe. I am doing Aries and Taurus today, guys. Hello. Thank you for being a part of the tribe. Continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I have all of the gear that I am wearing at this time, except for the sports bra. I took them off the site. I may have to add them back because I forgot how good they felt, right? So we're going to get into Taurus at this time. And we did air... Goodness, didn't my phone not just die? Oh my goodness, how did my phone just... So I can't see the comments. I'm going to wait till the end. I was trying to do something so spectacular, and it did not work out per usual, friends. Nevertheless, we are going to get into Taurus at this time. Any message that comes forth is for you in a specific moment, unless it is otherwise mentioned for the time frame for it. And I think that's it. I'm going to use the basic babies today. Minnie Pooh's got a game. No school today. These children get away, I promise you. But anyway, I think that's enough times of shuffling the deck. Let's get into it. Let's get started, rather. Let's get started. And thank you guys again. Taurus. That's a decent split. I won't complain one bit. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. In reverse, you may be getting over some cruel energy. You may be getting over something bitter somebody did to you. And I feel like in 10 more days, you're really going to completely have this out of your system on the PTSD, that mood, those flashbacks in your head. Because whatever was done, they stabbed you in the back several times during a dark period where you needed them. You may have actually called out for help literally 10 days ago, and you thought they were your friend, and everything you were saying was falling on deaf ears. And now you're overcoming that, what they did to you, and you will be rewarded for all the tears. Okay, it is overcoming today. Okay. Let's get started, shall we? Spirits, what sign symbols, downloads, and messages do we have for Taurus? Please come through, come forward, and show us. First card we have is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Thunder's going. This is past tense. You may not know... you may not know where you're going next as far as a place where your head feels the most strong at. And I say you don't know where you're going because you may be being stubborn, or you may be being blinded by needing to know facts or negating some facts. Either way. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. I could be talking to a masculine, or a masculine could be making you feel this way. Now, it's not to say that your cups aren't full in the present. You may just be losing your head with this person. They may be involved with what's going on here. Hello. Mapia. Hello, Mapia. Great to see you. But a masculine is here twice. Let's find out what's going on and why. And then we've got the Hierophant in reverse. You are completely in over your head in this emotion of worry, or just not feeling the greatest. I feel like you need to come up with a new method when it comes to using your head to getting this achievement, or getting your feelings back. The way where you're stronger and you know where you're going here. And then we have the Ace of Swords also in reverse. Just feels like you're not, it's complete disconnect and miscommunication. And it could just be with this masculine or yourself in the dual person. And here we are, ring-a-ling-a-ling. This girl is on. The fact the 10 Swords popped out right the exact way again. I need you to see that this bitterness is overcoming. You can overcome this whole ordeal that I feel like is going to have you in a new method. It's going to have you feeling good again if you can find the worth in it. The masculine is not going to help you. This is all going to be done on your own, and the truth will be revealed. And it may be illuminated to you at this time here. Now, it's a secret. It's a secret behind something that's guarded with this masculine. That the heads are no longer coming together because of pure emotion. Let's find out why. Okay. Pharaoh, you're back again. Thank you for trying to distract the session once again. And because you are here, I'm going to pull you one more. And you're going to stick around and listen. And then I'm just going to let you enjoy. Because you know who I am and I know who you are. And the 5 people that you're trying to convince could give a less fuck about you, right? Your ego is shot. I disrupt you in everything that I do because you cannot stand the smile. You cannot stand the thought. You cannot stand the happiness that I bring to this intronaut. And I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. But Pharaoh, you, my dear, have a lot of blocked ego and happiness that's never going to get clear. You're suffering from your sexuality preference. You don't know if you like men or women. Yeah. And you also have a lot of trips that you're not going to take because you're afraid to get on planes. You're afraid to ride up the road because you know you got a lot of enemies. And Pharaoh, the 5 people you're trying to convince, you can have them. Now I want you to sleep tight and you dream about all the things that you could have been. Because regardless, I mess with your ego and you're going to continue to watch me, my friend. It doesn't work like this. Go to the pages that have bajillions of subscribers and tarot followers, eh? Because you over here with a 4,000 page, you're giving yourself away. You're giving yourself away. Now, Pharaoh, I need you to just sit tight, or the more cards I'm going to flip, and you aren't going to like what comes out. I can guarantee that. All right? Continuing on. You can sit, and if a mod comes in and gets rid of you, so be it. But you got a lot of shit you're never going to be happy with, including yourself. Figure out who you like, men or is it women? Is it me in general? Hey, I trigger you. This is the year of the Aquarius. And all the evil people of the world, they will flock. They will flock to righteous. All right? Continuing on. Why do we have this Knight of Swords? Pharaoh, would you mind telling us? Maybe you know more. I got the Knight of Pentacles. You got 3 knights on the board. 3. The 3rd knight has popped up in the past tense. All right, let's see. And I'm feeling like this is all regarding some sort of fun. Some fun that either they won't give you, you've given to them. And now it just feels like feelings are all lost, right? But Pharaoh knows more. Pharaoh, would you like to tell us what's next? Am I going to talk about trips or jobs or what is it? What is it? What am I going to talk about? Could you tell us? Hi, Nadie. How are you? Nothing? You're no longer conversating? You want to be the center of attention. You've got it. Tell me what I'm going to say, right? Tell me what you want to be a prophet on, and you can have the show. What's your channel? Would you drop it in the link? Hi, JW. No, nothing? Okay. As I was saying, before rudely interrupted by a woman who is confused with her own sexuality, I'm seeing that money is definitely involved here. Cheers. But it's different in the form of you giving, cups being filled. It's all about some sort of thank you, self-centeredness here. And the self-centeredness really comes from you either coming to this person's rescue, they're coming to yours, But either way, it's a lot of money that's being distributed, put out, and it's not being put in the proper form. Now, I don't know if this masculine is the one that's giving it to you. Thank you and gratitude, Pooh. Thank you. Or is this the one that you're providing with so you guys can have something to go back and forth on? I'm not sure. But the feelings are no longer mutual when it comes to the giving and the exchange of the return. Thank you. Thank you. Gratitude. All respect and salute. All right. The thing is, I'm going to pause very quickly, right? Because I don't think y'all get it. This all started with this woman when I did a Mother's Day special with two other women, okay? The other two could care less about me. Thank you, JW. Thank you so much. I think I know you've been here. And the other two women could care less. Janice Combs is so rich. She's living her life. Carlissa Saffold is like caught up in the circus, right? But we got this one who's fucking miserable, that she stalks and lurks and watches this channel all because of a Mother's Day reading. And I thought I did her justice. I didn't say what I really wanted. I didn't say it at all because I was doing the due diligence of just focusing on the problem. And it's mental, right? You cannot deal with the people who did not get up and change classes, let alone graduate. I'm dead serious. No joking. And not to be funny. But you see the flickering? Listen. So this is where this kind of stalking started from this woman. And there's nothing I can do about it but just keep calling her out. And that's just it. I mean, I could care less. Even after my husband said just delete the trash, it'll take out itself. It didn't. It made this fucking beast worse. And to be honest with you, I feel bad for her. I feel so bad. And I'm not going to just keep talking about this over and over again because next year is a new year. Honestly, it is. The ones that know have been watching with me. They send me some shit too. They have sent it to me before. So I had to go over and look. But to be honest, I'm sorry that I have to keep dealing with and interrupting the program. But I promise you, this is not the intention, and this is not, what I want to bring, because I don't give a shit, right? But I'm not going to sit here and think that she thinks she knows she's not there, and she is, all right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now, for the newbies wondering, what the fuck is she talking about? Just check out the celebrity readings, and that's it, all right? Now, we are back into the reading with Taurus, and I do apologize, but I had to take time because I want you guys to understand going forward, and I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Salute. Now, I'm saying with this masculine in the feelings, it really, hi, CA, I love you too. When you go back and forth with a person, everything is supposed to be reciprocal. Everything is supposed to be reciprocated. But I'm feeling like the party has really been over because there's this masculine that nobody is really looking at as being stingy here for some reason. But I feel like he's being stingy in the feelings because too much has been given and you haven't reciprocated as you're supposed to here. Now, this is past tense. Tell me about this masculine and the stubborn stinginess. All right, you got the 3 of Pentacles and then the 6, that's the 9 that we're in. There was a point in time where you guys had some teamwork and you had things. These are Witchy Poo's cards, by the way. I'll drop the link when we're finished. There was a time when you guys were really celebrating together and you went to a lot of events. Whether it was physically traveling or just money being exchanged, it is here. And because the balance and harmony is no longer fitting and it feels like something was ruined here. I don't know if you personally did something, if they caught you out, if they watched you in live time. But it struck a nerve, it struck their energy, and it struck their pocket to open up their mind. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups and his feelings and not really wanting to give and have this celebration coming forward. Taurus, there you are with the Queen of Wands. Then you got the Ace of Pentacles. And then you got the High Priestess in reverse. Now, we got Taurus energy all over the board. And this opportunity with them, there you can see in reverse, it is closed. I don't know what changed between you two, but it is something that you've done and they've watched you do it. See, when that Queen of Wands come in, that's that Taurus energy, but it's also the vision. It's also seeing something that could have been long-term or physically watching. But what's happening here is that somebody got out of a depression, and I don't know if you brought them out, and that's where all that open-end activity started, where they just kept giving and giving you too much or a lot. So now a new method has to come with this High Priestess, and also I don't think that it's going to really work with them. And I want to figure out what's truly the problem on why they no longer want to exchange or be your benefit, or you vice versa, Taurus. Please don't pay attention to the gender, just the roles. Don't ever let anybody come and try to steal the night and gift. That's what the devil does, right? The devil will sit and lurk, and then you look at them and their mouth is all dogged out and look like fucking filth. The devil here. They always say it's a like man with a horn. No, it's a spirit. So we've got the fire energy behind another knight. A masculine is here. What's happening is that they got caught up in their feelings over something that they recorded you doing. They have the screenshot here. There's fire behind, so they're very angry. Time has went on at least 2 to 3 weeks. They're keeping this very quiet, but they're thirsty. They're thirsty to kind of like drop this on you. You may be want to be mindful of being recorded or having something come forward that's trying to embarrass you. You need a new method with this person if you're looking still for a benefit, but right now their hands are tied behind their back. There's a lack. There's a lack of purpose, and there's a lack. And there's the King of Cups. All right. We got the King of Cups. We got the Eight of Swords in reverse, and then we've got the Three of Wands. I need you to see that they are no longer looking for a future. They're actually feeling like you're slowing them down. Thank you. Hi, I love your energy, Michelle. Hasn't everyone got stalkers? You're damn right, baby. They do have stalkers. And the crazy part is you just grow up as an adult and you can't just go door knocking. You know, you can't just do what you used to do, 23, 22. You have children, you have things you got to do, and you don't want to embarrass as much as they do. Girl, thank you, Michelle. I love Michelles. I have like tons of them, but really 2 particular here. Thank you, Michelle. Gratitude, respect to you and for being a decent human being. But I need you to see the lack of ability that they want you to now come to the realization without physically saying. They have their hands tied behind their back, but you forced their hand to do something that you tried to blind them with. And I feel like because you played them so small and you didn't think that they loved you at all or even have some sort of future here, now you have to watch and see who they're really devoted to, and it might just stink. Because the devotion here is much, much higher into making you feel some sort of embarrassment here. The Hierophant's coming up next, but I want you to tell me one thing, please, before we move on about this embarrassment. What happened between this Taurus? I got water signs here, earth signs here, fire signs, Cancer and the Hierophant. And then you got the Queen of Pentacles. They saw you spend money and do life with somebody else here. And you think, no. We have a special, where's my bell? Go outside and get my big bell. We got a special announcement here. Like mother, like daughter, I will wait till we're finished. Oh my goodness, Minnie Pooh has an announcement. Nevertheless, they've watched you do something here and live life with somebody else. So you, my friend, are going to have to reap what you sow because you thought you were using your intuition behind this. But now you've messed up a big thing that this person no longer wants to give you because you used the money on somebody else. Now, here's the calm energy that you're going to have to take back into the intuitive spirit. And now we're going to figure out how we can do it here. What's with this King of Cups? Mini Poos, if you're here and you know her, drop some bubbles in the chat. I have an announcement when we're finished. All right, we got the 8 of Cups. We got the 4. Well, you can forget marriage. Forget that. Close that door. Yeah, they made you happy, all right. And so is this energy that feels curious. Thank you, guys. Gratitude. So much respect. I tell you, this takes time. But you have this person here that is no longer wanting this curiosity with you. They could care less about what you do, the mysterious energy that you bring or provide, or something, that the way you move. They're no longer really like giving a poo. And because they don't care and they're not curious here to kind of find out if you could really make them happy in the long run, or why you spent this money on somebody else, that's just the ultimate disrespect. So no matter how happy they make you or the benefit that they give, they are walking away from you. And I feel like they're going to do it with tension because you use their money on somebody else. You never know who people know. Does this person know this couple who, you know, use the money on another person? We got the 6 of Wands in reverse. There's the balance and harmony. That is no more. It seems like this person looked at you as their world, and it looks like they have a person that has some sort of connection toward you that's really lit right now in this moment. Could be a fire sign or an air sign, but they know them. Word of mouth is going around, word of mouth. We've got the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is past tense. Now, the clouded judgment is you. In reverse, Judgment, Virgo. 6, 7. We're on the right path. You can't play people because everybody has a little bit of enlightenment in them. But I also feel like this was a struggle with truth and truths that you could have just been straightforward with them. There's 3 people that I'm talking to for sure that are they're not of our descent, not black or white. They're a different race at this moment. And it's also for you to see that, you know, it's not for you to hold your own judgment against this person. You should have just told them what they were doing for you, their worth, and kept it open. But because you let some clouded energy, miscommunication come in to kind of, I feel like, take what you pretty much fought to get, but you didn't fight in a way where you physically did this. You watched them, you knew the moves to make, so you can capture their attention, but now they no longer kind of want that vibe anymore today. They're carrying a lot of different burdens from 2 things that you refuse to be open about. And I feel like if you can be open and honest about these things that are really stapled in the ground that has hurt their feelings, they are really willing to turn it around, but only for communication purposes. In this hand, I don't know if it's just a hold when they're out. So you can... Motorcycles going down the street. Never really heard of that. Tell me about this 6. Are they just using them to have their hand, to have this plain land still exists? There's the Chariot. Okay. Cancer energy is here. These are Witchy Poo's tarot cards. I will drop the link in the description. So you could be just realizing that you're overwhelming them with too much stress from not being honest. And in that case, that's really where they're losing faith in you and having some sort of delay of not wanting you anymore, or not wanting to give you this money, this benefit. But you are creating this obstacle because they saw a dark thing that you did in secret. The next is the 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords. What's the bitterness about here in the present form? You got the 9. They're going to sleep a lot better now that you're out of their life. I hate to be that way. And then there's the Queen of Swords right on time. They freely gave to you and you freely gave it to somebody else. However it is, if it's money, time, attention, they are aware of it. Thank you for the hearts. And it's not in a way to make you feel that this is a blame game here. It's for you to see that, you know, you had somebody that you took advantage of because you didn't see the value here. They may not have been that appealing or popular or whatever this is. But they're going to sleep well knowing that, you know, you finally shown your true colors here. Tell me before the Cancer, comes in the sign, tell me very quickly, the powers that be in the Orisha spirit, what has been done in this energy, excuse me, as far as Taurus not being truthful here, giving away a benefit that possibly messed up their whole life and career. Babaloo. The problem is, this was trust they put in you, complete. And you did something to try to blind their eyes, their hearts, and their pockets financially. And because, you know, Babaloo does not play about the reciprocation of being honest in any way, you know, it's like a karma that you have built financially that's going to tie around for a couple of months here. Because I feel like this masculine, whether he is a man or a woman, right, kept you very covered and very protected. But you see, the 9 in the year that we're in, it's like you didn't realize the significance of it. You leaped over and took advantage. Thank you. Thank you for opening that up. The final card is the moon in reverse. Tell me more. All right, CA. Okay, you must have thought about your comment and retracted it. No worries. Try again. You can write it. Yeah. Oh, because you got to go. What time is it?
3 o'clock.
Oh, let me finish. Get your stuff set up. Let me finish. Last card. And then we're going to make this announcement for ꫻ Poo. So the last card is the moon in reverse. All right. And I'm very proud. That made me cry. So the truth is not only being illuminated to you at this time, but a secret is going to be unveiled regarding this whole thing. And these 2 dogs are still hollering. Sometimes, wait a minute, where we go? Wait, I gotta draw one more. Sometimes we don't understand that a man or a woman comes to save our life in some fashion, form, or way to help us, and we never want to take advantage. We always feel that they're not living to an expectation, or they're not doing enough, or just too guarded, whatever it is. We're never really willing to give a valuable person a lesson, even though they're always near. And the problem that we get stuck in this denial, or we see somebody that's more fine, or we just want to make a better decision or choice that literally leaves us out sometimes. And because you choose to make stale decisions and stalemate ties, this is a separation here that I think that has really set this masculine free, because they have been traumatized by what you've done in this lie. This lie has really taken a toll. And I feel like with this 3-party situation, if it's not raining this evening, it will tomorrow. It will the day that they break this off with you, I promise. Because this person has a big part of a spiritual connection when it comes to fish, when it comes to filling up cups. They also have the ability to make people happy and just naturally fall in love. So this Taurus energy is pretty much fucked and done with you, whoever you are that has hurt, or if you're in the process of filling this Taurus, now you know what they've done. Now, I do thank you all for being a part of the tribe. I do have an announcement when it comes to our ꫻ Poo at this time. She has made homecoming court for freshman year, guys. Oh, God.
It broke.
That was outside the whole time since Friday. Here, throw it in here. I'll do it upside down. Here we go. We are so proud of ꫻ Poo. Oh, she's not coming over. She's got to get ready for her game for cheer. But she has made freshman homecoming court. We got to go get dresses, and now we got to do a bunch more. You know, to be a mom and to have your daughter take the role of what you used to be and who you were. It just feels good, because some kids just don't want to get involved. They just don't care. But I tell you what, We are proud parents. You're getting all the balloons and loves and party things, baby. We are so proud of our daughter. And thank you all for loving Pooh just this mini Pooh just the same. We don't have long with them. They are almost adults. And I appreciate y'all just being part of the family. Until next time, guys. Hey, Pharaoh Tut, you sleep tight. You got a lot of shit to get off and rest up in your mind. I love you all. I say, Ashe.